Good game. Good game.
Hey, good game.
We are back to the warehouse for Blitzball Battle 6. Jack Doyle can whack the boil. Let's talk Blitzball. Welcome to the Blitzball Boys, a podcast about Blitzball and boys, but lately about Blitzball. I'm your co-host, Brendan Ruppel, along with my fellow host, Peter Del Rey.
Hey, Brendan.
Hey.
Happy WrestleMania to those who celebrate.
Happy WrestleMania, and also with you.
And also with you.
Also with your spirit.
Thank you very much. Yeet.
I haven't been to church in a while. Is that what happens in church?
One of the guys, it's really funny. One of the guys in wrestling, Jey Uso, his gimmick now is the word yeet, which is hysterical because that's like a decade old
2025
term. Sorry, Kristen just scared the shit out of me.
She flashed you?
What? She gave me pineapple.
What the hell? Whoa. I love pineapple.
Thank you very much. She brought me a bunch of pineapple.
Trying to make it taste good later. Sorry.
Come on. Brendan.
I don't know. It's the first thing I think of was pineapple. That's all it's for.
Not that. So he goes, yeet.
That's like if someone like their thing, like they started dabbing now. Like that's
Main
a
event,
similar.
Jey Uso.
Yeah. Dabbing is cool now. Let's get dabbing back. Lou dabbing.
Been back.
Ooh, look at that segue.
I don't understand your the boil thing.
It
just rhymes?
Yeah, instead of ball doesn't rhyme with Doyle.
Damn, that's crazy. You should have saved that
like
for the
old Italian men that say like Goyle, you know? Oh, you little pretty little Goyle. Like 1940s speak.
I don't think that's an old Italian man thing. I think that's just transatlantic. The accent
like
that no
vampires?
longer exists.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. I should have saved it for the burn, but I didn't need it because I had so many other.
No, you should have saved it for if We Got Ice plays whack.
I'll use it again. I could recycle shit.
No.
Of course.
We have too many listeners.
I recycle things all the time. You just don't even realize.
All right. Kristen threw me off, and now
do you want me to get to the burn so we can reset?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, here we go. The mice take on the men as Del Caribe is looking to put up 10. I can't tell if that's Joez or Lou up there. These guys fill my eyes with that double vision. Like Noah's Ark, a parade of doubles gives Del Caribe a 3-0 lead. But Captain Jack Sparrow reminds us that it's pronounced Caribbean and sends one to the islands. Tied at 3, Captain Jack will get you out tonight. Doyle strikes out the side as We Got Ice goes back up to bat. Zoe may wear glasses, but he always makes contact. He drives the ball up the middle to end the game. We Got Ice wins 4-3.
Bad news, Brendan.
Okay.
Jack is no longer perfect at the plate. Sucks. We got to cancel the podcast.
7 last game?
7 for 7 last game, and he went 2 for 3 this game.
Stink. It's a shit game, honestly.
He stinks, and then he had 3 walks.
He stinks.
Oh, that guy stinks. So do you think in the next game, if Jack hits somebody in the head over 60 miles an hour, then it's just a full-on like pass the baton situation, huh?
Has that happened?
Joe's got hit in the head. Yeah, Joe's got hit in the head over 60.
Yeah.
And now Joe's hit Jack in the head over 60.
Baton pass, Pokemon move.
Oh, yeah. I guess. If you play that baby shit.
Reminded me of my Yahoo Fantasy Baseball chat in 7th grade.
Right, you favorite and we are famously Pokemon fans.
Yeah.
Brendan and I. This has been like my thing. This like season of Blitzball Boys is just doing gibberish. I think I've done it in every episode.
That one seemed unintentional. Usually it's like you're doing Banjo-Kazooie speak. Like,
oh, really? No, that one was intentional.
Okay. That one sounded like you had a stroke.
No. That one wasn't. Maybe I'm just getting better at
it. You are.
But yeah, the game starts. Zoe's pitching. Now, remind me, because I forgot. Mm-hmm. Does the rule about getting 1 out as a pitcher apply to We Got Ice or no?
No.
Okay.
It applies to Del Caribe, Whack, and Jolly Olives.
Okay. That makes sense. Still was weird to me that Zoe
rude that you think it does.
3 outs. Whoa.
Rude.
Why would that be rude?
Because you're implying that maybe Zoe needs it.
Does he not?
Going into the season, I would think they would be a qualifier for the 1-out rule. I would say maybe, even though he struggled a little
No,
bit, I think he
he's
passed the test today. I think he looks serviceable. That was going to be one of my talking points today, was that I think Zoe in this game proved that he is a serviceable number 2.
Did he?
No corn.
Because I mean, like, you look at this and Del Caribe, if last game was anything to go off of, and even this game partially, like, they are not the most patient team.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Like, they're not the best hitting team. I know that they got a couple of really good hits in this game, but like, if Zoe pulls this shit against like baggage, even
we are me too. We're just talking to Zoe about how we tear him apart on this episode.
Zoe did just write to us. He doesn't listen when we talk about We Got Ice, but if he pulls this shit when like they're playing baggage could like tag him for a lot.
Yeah, I guess like the positives that I was looking at, it was to bring this back to Yankee Land. This was almost like a Carlos Rodon start, minus last night, where he like powers through 6 innings, even though he has a shit day. You know, like I was glad Zoe was able to get through the entire inning and prove that he can like bounce back from letting up some runs and still get outs afterwards and doesn't just like completely crumble, which, you know, again is my version of a serviceable number 2. What's that word?
Right. I mean, the runs were good. The runs were real good.
Yeah. He can throw strikes.
Four hits to start the game before Zoe gets an out. Like, that's got to fuck with your psyche.
Yeah.
But, you know, Zoe's a pretty level-headed guy. He doesn't get on himself as much as a lot of the other guys in the warehouse do.
Especially on the mound, too. I think he knows that he's not a pitcher, first and foremost. So he's just like, I'm trying to get better still. Let me just do this.
It is very funny. Just like his whole inning, which was 4 hits in a row, then 2 strikeouts, then a walk, then another strikeout. And Joez was like fighting at the plate too when he was striking out.
Big sneeze.
Okay. I don't know if the sneeze picked up.
It did not.
Sick. So I just yelled.
That's why I was doing audio commentary for you.
Thank you, Brendan. Really good inning. I mean, it's 3 runs, but also who gives a shit? You know, who gives a shit? Mostly because of the bottom of the first, where it happened as we predicted, that Joez started the game on the mound. It's very funny. I was watching this game, obviously, as were you.
I skipped this one.
You skipped it. Yeah. I really can't tell that the skunk is there for We Got Ice. But for Del Caribe, it is so prominent.
I think they made theirs like
on the
3
back of that
big.
Jersey. It is crazy how
you guys are a little
how much
stinkier.
you look
give
at
you
it.
A big fat one.
No, they're not usually stinky, so we're gonna give them a baby one. You get a really big one because you guys suck.
You guys fucking suck.
You guys suck. First batter. Joez did like really well. I thought he was gonna strike Jack out because Jack even was like, I'm getting too antsy right now. Yeah. Like him.
Then Jack Doyle remembered he could hit the boil.
Right. That's true.
Right.
What's that guy from Fairly Odd Parents with the boil? What's his name?
Oh, Edmer? Ed something like that, right?
Elmer?
Elmer. There we go.
Elmer's a real name. Edmer's not.
One of those two things is a real thing.
Yeah, I mean, like he was up there. He was like, I don't know if it's something that everybody's going through where they're like, oh, Joez is pitching first, and then they get in their own head, kind of like Jimmy Norp did last game, where they're like, fuck, I can't get out here. That would fuck this up so bad. And then they just get in their head too much.
Yeah.
Jack ends up kind of getting bailed out here with Joez hitting him in the head. Mm-hmm. Then Zoe, who is... I know they were talking about Joez being the best hitter in the warehouse. Zoe is kind of like the most reliable, in my opinion.
He doesn't ever have like a Trevor Plouffe season.
Right. I think the first...
for too long if he does have a slump.
I think the first 2 Blitzball battles really, really hurt Zoe's numbers.
Yeah.
Because I think if you take those out, he might be the best in the warehouse.
Probably.
And
he's always has like home runs in clumps too. Like he's had a couple multi-home run games, I feel like.
Right. I mean, like, even look here, dude. Like, his 3 hits, 2 singles, and a double. Doubles are huge. We talk about this all the time. Doubles are fucking massive in the warehouse. And Zoe is able to get them. He's one of the few guys who like reliably gets extra base
Yeah.
hits.
And like aside from it being important towards the game, like doubles a lot of
Right.
times in this warehouse mean that you would have hit a home run if you were outside. A lot of times.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think Zoe was it that one? Was
It might
that
have
the one
been.
where they were like that was fucking
Yeah, like tattooed.
sent to Timbuktu
Yeah.
if we were not inside of a building. And then Jack hits a home run, and Brendan, Jack is kind of like, I don't want to jinx it, but he's kind of on MVP pace.
He
like,
really is.
big time.
Especially
Like,
because
there's
his pitching
nobody close.
this game was also very, very good. He did what I asked, and I said to step up a little bit more and take that next leap. He did that and was just as good at the plate. Or maybe not as good because he didn't go 7 for 7. But production was very much there on both sides.
Who do you think would win in a warehouse contest of the triple jump?
Ooh, good question. Dan Rourke would lose and be DQ'd every single time. But he would not get a single jump on the board.
Hell yeah.
Drew Davis, probably honest. Like, for being honest.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
It's either Drew or
jumpy, bendy.
Jack, I think.
Yeah, I can see Ryan Cohen being pretty good at it too.
I could see Zoe being good at it after practicing a lot.
Yeah. He's
Zoe,
quick.
Yeah, Zoe, he builds up to things. He isn't just like immediately good.
Yeah, I can see Jimmy being very good at the technical aspect of that jump.
Jimmy
O'Brien.
Yeah, but he doesn't have the
hops.
He doesn't have the height.
Right.
Just naturally. Taller person would be better if, they weren't too tall. Because then you got the too tall guys who like can't really jump.
Yeah.
But whatever. Jack hits a home run. Joez throws an underhand pitch to Zoe, which cracked me
I like
up.
that one. Little
Dude,
bowler.
It was so close to being a good pitch too.
Yeah.
It was kind of like, it reminded me of like when Jack would throw the ball behind his back.
Yeah. I think Zoe also called that pitch. He's like, give me the bowler or something like that. So he was ready for that.
It was really funny. Lou was not happy about it.
It was a good time to use it. I think the count was 1-2 at the time, so he could throw a waste pitch, and he's been throwing strikes.
It wasn't even that far off.
No.
I think
if you weren't expecting that, it would have been a good chase pitch.
If that ball hits the zone, because I think it fully froze Zoe. Like, I think that if that ball was middle, he wasn't swinging just because he was so thrown off by it.
Yeah.
So he just missed a
strikeout in play sometime. That one's good, and sometimes I'll throw them the thumb like this. I'll throw a cricket ball at Chris. That gets a little drop.
We just talked last episode about how you cheat at Blitzball, and you're on the verge of no longer having to cheat because you get an extra ball.
Yeah,
and you're gonna say you're gonna throw more joke pitches like that.
Yeah, that's part of my game.
Cheating
and jokes.
All right. Well, I guess as long as it's part of your game.
Honestly, anything I play, I like to cheat and make jokes, especially like board games.
Especially marriage.
Cheating first, joke second. That's how you keep a good marriage alive.
But they go into it, make it a 1-inning game, 3-3. Lou getting the Fernando Rodney Archer at the end of the inning was pretty sick. That was really sick.
Lou is a very fun electric player. I love when he gets
Lou
hyped.
is the perfect,
very hot and cold.
He's the perfect form of like shit talking for this tournament specifically.
Because not a lot of these other guys do it.
Well, not even that. It's just like it's very easy to cross the line when you're shit talking.
Yeah,
and
especially here with this culture.
He gets so close. He gets so close to being a toxic player without being toxic.
Yeah, like the throwback. They also did this throwback to him telling Zoe to swing the bat, which at the time might have been a little toxic because I don't know how close they were back then. It's pretty funny.
Yeah, I think we talked
face like
about
what the
that.
hell? Yeah, we did.
Yeah, but like
good reference.
I love him. Good reference. Good reference, everybody. Good job, everybody. Go home early. Jack then goes into beast mode. He strikes Lou out with a ball in the dirt, essentially.
Yeah.
Then Joe strikes out because he's done for the day.
It's like I gave my doubles out.
So then comes the controversial at bat of Lou leaning into the ball, and then gets hit 3 times to get walked.
Yeah, ends up not mattering. But where do you lie on this? What would your call have been?
In real time, before rewatching it, I was thinking, I don't think it was going to hit the zone.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Well, yeah, that's also true.
I didn't think it was going to hit the zone anyways. So giving a strike there, I was like, that's kind of tough.
Right. I don't think that's how they rule it.
Right.
Because you can't do that. Obviously, can't be like, well, what a, can't play that game.
But then again, I didn't watch it enough in like fast motion.
Yeah.
To see, but like all of the slow-mo makes it look like Lou leaned into it. But then again, everything looks intentional when you watch it in slow-mo.
It does. It really does. I don't think I would have given them a strike on that.
I don't think so either. But I mean, like that could just be me being like too critical. I mean, also, I don't know.
It didn't end up mattering.
It was so
luckily.
crazy. It was crazy to me that everybody was just immediately like, yeah, obviously strike.
Oh, he leaned in. Yeah, I feel like we've had more egregious lean-ins that they didn't call in the past.
Yeah. Like that was, he like did this maybe. Like part of me could say like, it could just be part of his load up. I have to go and watch the rest of his.
And I think sometimes it's unintentional a little, and maybe that's not the point. It doesn't matter if it's unintentional. If you lean in, you lean in. But sometimes I feel like you'd rather it just like hit a meatier part of your body, so you move it so it'll like hit the fattier stuff.
It is what it is. At the end of the day, whatever.
Yeah.
I think that. I don't know. I don't know. I don't think he leaned into it, but it could be wrong.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
I think if he didn't move at all, it still would have hit his body before it hit a strike zone. If it was going to hit a strike.
If he didn't move at all, yeah,
it would have clipped him no matter what.
I don't think it would have hit the strike zone though.
Right. Or if it would have clipped him first.
Right. But whatever, doesn't matter. Gets hit 3 times. He got hit in the ass twice. Great. Like, hey, is that one a strike too?
Yeah,
hysterical.
Yeah.
Absolutely hysterical. But then Joe strikes out because, like I said before, he was done for the day. He made a mental decision to be like, I'm done.
Yeah, I had good at bats. I can check out now.
Right. Then we get the bottom of the second, which is. It was kind of the like, oh man, inning.
Yeah,
because it was kind of a
battle the whole game before this inning.
It was a really good battle the whole game before. Even the second inning was a good battle because it's not like Jack was looking uncompetitive except for Joez because Joez, like in the second at bat in Joez's first at bat of the second inning, he was fighting quite a bit to stay alive. But as I wrote in my notes, Joe's fighting again, but it means nothing if he can't get on base, and then he struck out big.
Yeah.
I believe he was also fighting in his second at bat. But you get Lou, full count walk to Jack, 5-pitch walk to Zoe. Lou is starting to like struggle to find the zone at this point.
Yeah.
Granted, he had a ton of pitches, but like then a ball was hit to Ryan Cohen, who can't make a quote unquote easy play. Said Trevor Plouffe is right. Very funny.
Very funny.
And then Zoe, thankfully it wasn't like a walk that ended the game. Zoe hit the ball up the middle. Joez couldn't make the play. Admittedly, very difficult to play. Like,
yeah, of course, especially for
the
a
way
bigger
they
guy
were
like
talking about it,
running towards that one. Had to get low quickly. Like it was
right. If you were just listening to this, and you hadn't watched yet, and you heard her say, "Oh, Joez couldn't make the play to get the final out. The ball was hit up the middle, and Joez was there." You'd be like, "Oh, of course, Joez can't field," which is rude. So bad. Fuck you for thinking that.
Fuck you. Yeah.
It
would have been a ball that only Dalton Feely could make the play on.
I mean, like even then,
maybe
it was a really, really tough play. The way that commentary talked about it, I had to rewind because the way commentary was talking about it, I was like, "There's no way they think this is like that easy of a play."
Yeah.
And then at the end, Chris Rose was like, we're kind of being unfair. Like
catch probability at like 15%.
It was like a really difficult play to make.
Yeah.
Considering you have to field it cleanly. Like it was a really difficult one.
For sure.
We got ice wins, 3-4 walk-off single by Zoe.
And like
congratulations
it was even more of like
to the ice boys.
Fart ending because Joe still didn't get an out yet, so he would have had to come in at some point and get that.
Yeah, but I'm at the point where I believe in him to do it because it's not like in the first inning he was like struggling to find the zone, right? Like I said, in that first at bat, he had Jack on 2 strikes.
Yeah. But I think they're such a good hitting team that they were all over him. They were not going to let him.
I think they still would have won.
Yeah.
But
especially only needing to get one. If Lou dominated them and got 2 outs right away, maybe there would be so much pressure on them that Joez could come in and get an out, but I
Yeah.
think if they had men on and then
I think
Joez came in, I think they were going to score a run no matter what.
now that Joez has this pitching coach or had this
Yeah.
pitching coach, he kind of has the confidence on the mound instead of before where he was
And
just like,
you can
please,
only
just
really go
please.
up from here as far as performance goes in the mound. So
Well, not even that. Just confidence alone, like sometimes exceeds your actual ability.
yeah.
You know? So like Joe's of the previous 4, or like if Joe's ever played this before, like in the previous 5 iterations of Blitzball battle, I think he was only in 4 of them, of the previous ones. Like he would never have the confidence to do that underhand pitch. Once he did that, I said, "Oh," and this is what I was going to text you yesterday before you when you told me you didn't watch.
Right.
But Del Caribe is like, I think could be legitimate.
Yeah,
Now.
I mean,
Like,
I think so.
the last
even
one was
said
kind of
that
fluky,
in the
but
post game too. He's like, Del Caribe is kind of a scary team now. Like they're good, and I think that was one of the things that Jimmy said in his talking head too. Like, Joez gets his out in the playoff game, they're a scary team.
yeah,
And that's very possible. It didn't work out for them today. He struggled at the mound a little bit and got hit. But like you said, when you know that there's only one he needs to get, that first at bat especially, like the pressure's really on you. So they could be scary. They show when have we ever seen Joez get ahead in the count before? Like 1-2 count, and he
last
has
game.
Good point. All right, let's move on. Point made.
But yeah, like I was watching this game going, almost every other team, if they were playing against Del Caribe right now, I think Joez gets the out, like first batter.
Possible. It's
For
possible.
almost like let's see, right? I could totally see K-Mac swinging and missing at some of that.
Yep.
I'm going by first batters, right?
Mm.
Who started off for Baggage? Jake. I could see Jake striking out to that.
Yeah.
We got Isis who played. Trev, I could see Trev right now. Trev in the Trev in the past. No, Jolly, I could see hitting it, but I could see Drew striking out.
Jolly
unfortunately, because I love him.
Jolly will certainly tank Joez.
Dalton, I could see.
Double off
Dalton would get a walk. Pennick would strike out.
Yeah.
Wugas, we already saw. Jimmy struck out.
Maybe that'll be the way Pennick gets his first hit. It's off Joez. Who knows?
Oh. Do you think it would be funny? Like, I was thinking of this joke yesterday after I finished watching the game.
This already sounds really funny.
It's not. If we were to go up to Joe's and be like, "Hey, yo, do you know your last name is the same as a guy from a movie?" But play it totally straight.
And then give him a Wet Willie.
Yeah.
And say, "What's down there?" And flick him in the nose.
Yeah. Oh, you got some on your shirt, bud. 2 for 2. You crouch down behind him, and I push him. We tabletop him, and then that's perfect. It's a trifecta. That's what we got to do.
You better watch out next time you see us, Joez.
Yeah, Joez, you better watch out. We're about to bully you. Ready?
I hope.
Player of the game.
Player of the game. I have player of the game. It's me.
All right. Play.
Jack Doyle is my player of the game.
Oh,
good
interesting.
Boy. You've been such a good boy all season long.
You've been such a good boy, Jack.
Actually, I hate that because now, that's like a thing kids do now.
I hate that because I want him to be a bad boy.
I want to be a bad motherfucker. Kids say like, "Oh, daddy," or like, "Oh, I don't know." I swear, it's like a thing that they do now. They say they call each other good girl and good boy. I don't know.
No.
Let us know in the comments if you know what we're talking about. Teachers probably know. Anyway, Jack Doyle is good at hitting and he's good at pitching.
What else is he good at?
Being a funny, cool guy as well. I really enjoy all of Jack's little bits, like you were saying before about how Lou was like, "Oh, did that one hit? He was gonna hit too." And then like Jack made that joke even before because he's just trying to like lighten the mood a little bit.
Right.
Never trying to be a contentious player at all. Really is amazing how he's able to be so good and still be such a goof at the same time. And then in between games, go be the best umpire in the game.
I think one of the craziest things about Jack from our interview with him that he told us is that he's not great at baseball.
Yeah, that is
Because if you get so tricked in this warehouse, especially with the way he pitches, because he told us, spoiler alert, if you want to go back and listen to it, he was not a pitcher like
like
when
a
he
second
used to
baseman
play
or something like
baseball.
that?
Yeah, he said he couldn't throw a curveball.
Yeah.
So like
He still doesn't know how to throw a curveball with the baseball.
crazy, because you watch this stuff and you're like, oh, obviously, like he'd be able to do that, but no, he just like throws his body into these goofy mechanics that gets him results. And not to mention, this time it seems as though he can't not hit the ball. Because
Yeah.
even in this one, when he didn't get his hit, that was off of a hit that was fielded. I think he like just missed it.
Yeah. I feel like Jack
But it
is
was
almost on a mission this year because he is tired of what happened last year and just having playoff woes, and he wants to actually win
Whoa.
a playoff game. Whoa, man.
Whoa, take it easy,
And
man.
we still have to wait and see because, of course, so far they've won both the regular season games, and it could all come crashing down next time they play. But they're really looking great and looking very dynamic. They're looking rock solid. All the parts are moving perfectly.
They're looking rock
solid. Ice solid.
Ice solid.
Ice solid.
Yikes. Gross.
Rocks are ice in drink form.
Ice is rocks.
Ice is rocks and rocks are ice.
I don't think rocks are ice. I think ice is rocks, but I don't think rocks are ice. I think ice actually is technically considered to be rocks.
Huh.
I heard that one time. Is ice rocks?
It's a crazy Google.
Yes, ice can be considered a type of rock.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I knew I heard that somewhere before.
Okay, ice is rocks.
But rocks is not ice. Ice is rocks.
Is not ice.
Rocks is not ice. Canceled. That motion has been denied.
Brendan is canceled.
Brendan's canceled. Sorry, see you later. Oh man, Brendan's canceled.
Okay. Oopsie.
I'm sorry, guys. Play of the game.
Ho! Is that first duck of the game?
We got our first duck of the season, everybody. I should have just kept going till the end of the episode.
Hell yeah! Next 10 minutes.
Jack Doyle hitting his 3-run homer is my play of the game.
Pow,
he
over
made
the
his
fence.
jokes to Keith.
Hey, strike
Boom,
3.
see you later, baseball. Bye-bye, baseball. That's Pablo.
That's Pablo, yeah.
That's what he says when he hits a home run in backyard baseball. He made a joke to Keith after that, saying that they want to get 4 runs and they don't want to max out before going in.
It's strategic.
Very precision.
Yeah,
but just very precise.
Yeah.
He hits the home run, which makes it a 1-inning game. We talked about, I can't forget if it was last episode or before that, how important it would be for Joez to get his out in the first inning, and they fully understood that. They said, "Oh, Joez didn't get an out. He's going to have to pitch in the second inning. We crush him." So it would be great for us to finish this one up with 4, forcing us to face Joez again. And when he said that, my thought process was kind of should Del Caribe just put Joez back in to max them out so that he didn't have to pitch in the bottom of the second? Didn't matter. It made it a 1-inning game.
Maybe
at the end of the day.
Because it always feels like that. This is not the time for this, maybe, but you feel like those outs or those runs are wasted by Joez. He just give you all he did was come in, give up 3, and leave.
Yeah.
But you have to try him.
It was it was practice for lack of. I know Jimmy doesn't like people seeing the regular season as
but
practice.
Players
But it was
like that, so
some of them, yeah. But Jack's home run made it a 1-inning game, which We Got Ice excels at. You saw it right afterwards. Jack got 4 batters in the next inning. Strike out 3 of them, walked 1. Then it was just kind of like We Got Ice playing small ball to win the game.
Yep.
Taking their walks because they're probably the most patient team ever in the warehouse.
Yep.
And then getting hits when they needed it. So Jack gets the duck of the game for his 3-run homer.
Way to go. You earned it.
Ooh, I did something. I don't know what. All right, I'm back to normal.
Good shit. Good awards. We gave good awards.
We gave good awards. And I give the Good Awards award to Brendan Ruppel.
Oh. I receive
Congratulations, Brendan. He
it,
receives
and I
it.
do not reciprocate it. I give Peter.
Now,
the
this is really a
bad-
sound effect heavy episode.
Yeah, it really is.
So, who was it who commented? Let's
I
see.
want to say it was Simon. I could be wrong.
Early Man 96 commented on the YouTube
Simon
talking
was
about
close.
how I was talking about it was a sound effect heavy episode. And it was, in my ears,
Uh-huh.
it was a sound effect heavy episode, but everybody else
And
didn't
then
hear it.
Peter proceeded to make up for that. Make up for lost time.
I made up for it. I made up for it big time. So go back and listen to that. It's very funny. If you like listening to, are you done, Brendan? Before I get into it,
Am I done? Was I giving you? Was I
like
annoying
talking?
you?
Oh no, never mind. Sorry. We didn't do our fucking
Oh,
preview.
yeah. Okay.
Oh
quick.
my god,
We have like
Kristen
6
coming
minutes
in
left.
earlier. Kristen coming in earlier fully threw me off. Sorry, guys.
So next game
My
is
wife loves
Baggage
me too
versus
much.
Forgotten Rotten.
Brendan,
No,
let
she
me.
doesn't.
Brendan,
No,
she
she
loves me
doesn't.
too much.
She texted
and
me that she
her
doesn't love
love,
you anymore.
her love makes my
my
brain go
drug.
crazy.
More
Because her
Kesha.
love,
Do you have to do Kesha references every episode?
What'd you do last time? Don't care. Next game. Next game is Baggage versus Forgotti Rotti.
Forgotti Rotti.
So we are going to go into this with some real expectations, Brendy, because these are two teams. Forgotten Rotten, historically great. Trevor Plouffe, historically great. Not great last tournament, not great this tournament.
Yeah.
Baggage, last tournament, fantastic. Really did
Usually
not do
bad
well in
all
the
the
first
time.
round.
Yeah.
So, Brendan, what are you watching for?
We usually go like, do we have to do a specific player? Because I want to do like a overall picture for Baggage.
You could do the overall picture
Okay.
for Baggage if you want to be a fucking cheater.
My phone prediction for this is, I guess I really
Not
play with the
we're
rules.
not predicting, Brendan. We're watching for something.
But I just want to tell you that Baggage is going to lose this game and then go to the play-in round. That's what's going to happen. So
Great. Just ruin the whole format
how are
of
we
the
going to
show.
get there? I'll do that. How are they going to lose?
What's going to happen here?
What's going to happen here? I'm looking for Jimmy to continue to rake.
Norp.
If they don't want to lose and go to the play-in round, he needs to fucking rake. Rake.
Continue to rake?
Yeah, like he's been doing since the last tournament. Just
He had
what you
2
do.
singles and 5 at-bats, 3 strikeouts last game.
that's a medium rake. That's like a hoe.
I wouldn't say that or call that a rake at all, I think.
I think that
I would
Baggage
call that underwhelming.
has skewed my perception of what raking is because they were so bad for so many years. So them hitting at all is like, damn. Yeah, so just hit, do what you did last tournament, get back to wall breaker form, and maybe you'll survive to see the quarterfinals.
Maybe.
I think that's important.
I think hitting is important in Blitzball. I agree.
Yeah. Especially for
Except for that one
very
game
well.
where Del Caribe won without hitting.
That's true.
That's true.
McFlurry does it all the time, honestly.
This is the insight you get on the show. Forgotten Rotten, watch for Trevor to hit. I mean, Jimmy
Let's see 2
and
hitters
Jake.
hit.
Well, no, because I mean, is Trevor a hitter
I know.
at this point?
But it's just funny. Both of our what to watch for are done.
Tyler Poof. Prove me wrong, Tyler. Jake let up 5 hits last game in 21 pitches. That's not a lot of pitches for 5
For a
hits.
lot of it. Yeah, it's a lot of hits.
Jimmy let up 1 in 12, but he got 3 outs recorded. Watch if Trevor's going to get right before the playoffs. It has to be in this game. Obviously, he famously has said that he doesn't hit day 1; he starts to get it day 2.
He said that last year too.
So let's see if he can actually get back together with this.
Yeah,
I mean,
let's see what
Shelby, I'm
games
not
looks
worried
like.
about.
Yeah, he'll figure
Shelby
it out.
had rust in the first game. He'll figure it out.
Reagan.
But watch for Trevor Plouffe to start hitting again. Also, Jake and Trevor rivalry is huge. The first two
huge.
MVPs.
Entertaining
who have
episode,
kind
no
of
matter what.
Fallen from grace.
Yeah, that's what I'll watch for.
Yeah. Super entertaining
And
episode.
I want to see who Dusty's going to give a massage next episode.
Get that fucking rodent out.
I
here.
love Dusty more and more every episode.
He's
He's so funny, and by the end of the tournament, you're going to love mascots.
I hate him.
I love him so much. Every time he's on screen, I laugh. Every single time,
I hate
without
him.
fail.
Every time he's on screen, I fast forward.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I
Be rude
do.
to him.
I fast forward too far.
Be rude to him.
I hate Dusty.
I don't like this about you. This is your biggest
Dusty-
character flaw.
Dusty is musty. Fuck you, Dusty. You know what? Let's start a beef. Dusty sucks.
No.
And I hate him. I'm the head of the Dusty Hater fan club.
I'm the head of the Dusty Lover Club.
Gross. You're disgusting, Brendan.
We only
Brendan's a
have 2
Dusty
minutes
lover.
and 40 seconds left in this mixer.
If you're a Dusty lover, Brendan, what should you be drinking?
I'm a Dusty Lover, and I drink. I don't know. It sounds kind of gross.
Yeah, that's why I've been repeating it because you said something fucking weird, and we're just gonna run with it.
Drink Subtlety is a drink made by me. You can find it at thesubtlety.com. Use code HobbyBoys for $2 off your order. The Hoppy Boys is my other podcast where you can find anywhere you get your podcasts. Also on YouTube, type in Hoppy Boys, subscribe. And while you're at it, when you love subscribe to the Blitzball Boys on YouTube as well. Watch our visual bits. Come enjoy my I Love Doritos Locos Tacos hat if you want to watch that. It's great content. Peter sometimes does a old Italian man character. It's a very good visual bit.
Not
subscribe.
Really. That was very much more of a vocal bit.
I like the visuals.
Subscribe. Thank you very much for listening. As always, drop a comment if you want to talk to us. Brendan responds to every single one. Who do you think's going to win at WrestleMania? Any match. Go ahead. Write to us. Hug your dogs and cats. Brendy, besides that, ask me the question.
You got anything else you want to talk about?
Nope. Bye.